For the newest Marvel show to hit Disney+, they've decided to go the animation route, and that's a smart choice considering the premise. With What If, we explore various alternate universes, and this allows the creators the freedom to take the heroes and villains into some clever directions. While a few episodes merely tweak the plots of the movies, others go down some wildly creative paths, and I find those ones to be the most enjoyable. Being animated, What If was able to bring back so many of these characters and return to various locations without worrying too much about scheduling conflicts. While some of the actors, like Chris Evans and Brie Larson, were not able to reprise their roles, Marvel impressively managed to get most of the cast to participate, and the ones that weren't available got some strong replacements. More on that later. They take advantage of it being an animated series by going all out with the visuals and the action scenes, and this also allowed for flexibilities with various tones for each episode. And the episode storylines were able to be distinct in the concepts explored. One of my favorites was the zombie episode. Due to my fondness for zombie movies, the way it played out like a traditional film in that subgenre really appealed to me. The idea of these undead Avengers actually using their abilities was really inspired, which resulted in a fun mixing of zombie chaos with superhero action. Peter Parker especially stole the show in the Zombies episode, notably the only one to actually have Spider-Man in it, though that's more because most of the episodes are set before he becomes Spider-Man in the continuity, rather than the creators purposely ignoring him. I also greatly enjoyed the episode where Thor throws a party on Earth. It's definitely the silliest one of the bunch, as we watch the Asgardians and other outer-space beings getting into wild hijinks. It does not take itself the least bit seriously, and is an example of how adept Chris Hemsworth is at comedy. One visual gag I loved was them actually showing the names of the locations when the characters fly up and look down on Earth. The third episode I want to shout out is the one where T'Challa takes Peter Quill's place as Star-Lord. Obviously there's a bittersweet element due to this being Chadwick Boseman's last role. And he does an excellent job of portraying a T'Challa who has helped make the galaxy a better place with his persuasive skills. At the start, it seems like the episode might just repeat the plot of Guardians of the Galaxy, but with T'Challa rather than Quill. However, they do create an original storyline, and we get some fun surprises along the way. I especially got a laugh out of the way a certain villain was depicted, and we also get a delightful appearance from Howard the Duck. Although one thing that confused me was why T'Challa was still called Star-Lord, when Guardians of the Galaxy made a point of saying that was a special nickname given to Peter Quill by his mother. While still good, the episodes that worked for me the least were the Captain Carver and Eric Killmonger ones. These were still solid and entertaining, but they mostly just did slight variations on the films. The former with Captain America the First Avenger, the latter with Iron Man and Black Panther mixed together. I mentioned before that I was impressed with the replacement actors. I actually thought they did bring back Tom Holland and Brie Larson to reprise their roles, until the end credits. So kudos to Hudson Thames and Alexandra Daniels for their voice work. Regarding the visual appearance of the series, they definitely attempted to give What If an appropriately comic book-like look. There's a colorful and appealing look to the art direction, and with the characters, they managed to put the actor's likeness onto them, but they're not made too realistic as to be distracting. As I mentioned, the action sequences are well handled, and even though it's animated, they don't go too overboard with their movements. Iron Man still moves like Iron Man should, as does Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Thor, and the rest of the superheroes. Finally, I want to mention the talent involved, because they deserve recognition. Brian Andrews, who directed all of the episodes, was a storyboard artist on a number of Genndy Tartakovsky shows, winning Emmys for his work on Samurai Jack and Star Wars The Clone Wars. He also storyboarded on most of the Marvel movies since Iron Man 2, so he knows the MCU inside and out at this point. Animation supervisor Stephen Frank has multiple credits to his name, but his most notable was directing the delightful short Legend of Smurfy Hollow, and he was a storyboard artist on Into the Spider-Verse. Anyway, what did you think of What If, and what was your favorite episode? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.